It's 1:11 p.m. Wednesday, November 13th, 2024. They did the inspection, they changed the lock, surface level, it was fine. Better than expected. Almost want to feel relief. Physically kind of can't because my tailbone is like screaming at me. Yeah, wanting to know if like mostly like in my tailbone, as opposed to like the lower back, the mid back, or the high back. It's like tailbone, like specifically. Oh, nice! I have a little cropping of. Why does that happen to me if I come into contact with like any cleaning supplies? Yeah, surface level, awesome. Just like, let it be good. Wait for, because I have 21 days from when they post a notice. If she takes 2 weeks to post it or something, that would be sick. Or as long as possible. Or never posts it at all. I don't know. That would be cool. Yeah, I mean, I want to take my trash out, but yeah, the idea that you could take out like 3 bags every day for the next like 2 weeks. Not even 2 weeks then, like a week. It might take a week if you like 3 bags at a time. Like something you can hold, so you just like go down there once and come up once. And you do that once a day during office hours, because they bothered to tell me they're here, like. And yeah, that's like what I needed to hear. I mean, and I specifically asked about someone that used to work here. I'd hope I didn't sound like a super, like a, I don't know. Like, I'm not out to get, it's like too bad you weren't friends based on their social media. But like, yeah, they work at a different building now. Okay. They just like lied about me and it made me feel like shit. And then she came in and like recorded the trash. Which, like, if it is the same maintenance guy, then he knows he walked past a wall of garbage last time and never recorded it. And that just felt like really, I mean, I said something. I said, you know, it feels like you're like humiliating me. But yeah, at the end of the day, it's like the idea of, imagine you got in an accident and you like had to use a walker and somebody thought that was funny and like recorded you. That kind of makes them a jerk, right? Like, someone's making noise outside. Yeah, the point, like, surface level, this was better than I thought it would be. A little deeper than that. Someone was banging on the wall while I was trying to fuck with the lock. And then I opened the door and there's like a security guy there that wasn't there the first time I opened the door. Okay. Slamming sounds. Wow. Oh, what? I'm not allowed to remember exactly what just happened? Are you fucking kidding me? And yeah, again, it's like there should be nothing that's like someone can hear me in my room. Nothing. Nothing at all. Nothing at all. Like, what is the, like, the idea here? Yeah, I can't, like, the 3 people I just saw that, like, looked me in the face and kind of made things feel okay. You're telling me that they just are, like, in the office laughing? That there's some clear and obvious harassment going on and they think it's hilarious? That doesn't really... Yeah, I don't know why I don't believe you. Like... Yeah, but I mean, I guess, yeah, you're kind of stupid because, like, there was banging on the wall while they were here. And then the security guy says something like, there was no one next door. It must be from upstairs. The guy has a dog. Why would the dog have anything to do with some. It's like literally felt like they were hitting the wall. Maybe something vibrating from down from upstairs because that's what it sounded like. I feel like they were trying to play like a trick on me in 2020 or something, where they made it sound like there was a phone inside of the wall. And I kept thinking, like, if they placed it a certain way on a beam, I guess it could make it sound like it's like, brr, brr, brr. And they wanted you to lose your mind and like break into the wall or something, and there's nothing there. Ha ha ha. So funny. I have a really nasty fucking taste in my mouth from the fucking face mask. Anyways. Yeah, I want to put earbuds in. I don't need to hear that shit. It's like, oh, god damn it already. Yeah, part of me is just like, they just kind of like, they said I was fine. And that made me feel better about everything. To the point where, like, my brain, I guess, is not like, hey, loser, they're denying that you've been harassed. Like, at every possible turn. They're just, like, refusing to, like, acknowledge that. What is wrong with you for not... And, yeah, I don't know. There is a sense of, like... when people say something and then they repeat themselves, like, can I come in? And then, like, I don't know, maybe the less people the better. That's the first time she asked. And then they asked if she could come in again. And I was like, yeah, sure, if you want. And, like, I just don't like that about myself. That I can be so, like... sure about stuff in the moment that, like, I'm not really okay with. And yeah, I didn't like fight back or like say anything else when he like said somebody had a dog. I mean, it was just like so obviously not like maybe you knocked on her door and she didn't answer. I mean, but like she's in there. Someone's in there. And if someone's upstairs, you said that room was empty. So, like, one way or another, and then that shit just happened, which is, like, I could record every single day and prove when a sound is, like, out of the ordinary. But what a weird way to waste your time. I just want you to understand, like, I haven't just been having a good old time, and there's, like, no reason why you shouldn't just, like, run outside and go play. Like, are you fucking kidding me? I mean, I thought I felt like they understood when I kept saying, like, I haven't left my room for a year. Like, it did feel like they gave a shit, like, a little bit. I didn't feel like they were just blowing me off. They just were like, they don't know what to do about it. But, like, I don't know. They seemed nice. And maybe I'm a moron person that, like, really... Yeah, and then, I mean, like, let's wait a couple days and see if I have to do a stream where I'm, like, screaming in pain. Because that's what happened last time in 2022. And, like, I mean, the guy said he was the same dude. And I was surprised because I really didn't think it was. Like, the first time I saw him, like, oh, it is a different guy. They must just have the same name, is what went through my head. But then he said he was the same guy. Maybe, yeah, someone just thinks it's funny to fuck with you. I don't know. The last, I thought the last guy was like older and taller. And yeah, maybe it wasn't his fault I got sick. But like somebody put hot sauce in front of my door. I have a picture of it. And everyone's like, yeah, whatever. It's not like they should have looked at the cameras. Because, like, I would kick the hot sauce away and someone would put it back at my door again. Over and over again. I just want to be, like, glad I'm not getting evicted. And maybe that's, like, simple minded of me. And yeah, I'm acknowledging that is, like, all I can really. That's survival mode for you. Like. And some idea that they're supposed to be there during office hours. So I'll just find a time to take out my trash. Maybe like 2 bags at a time. Until it's gone. And like, I can start getting my mail again or something. Which means I could file for disability again, actually. If they're really gonna be there, and they actually do give a shit. Yeah, stuff feels different when you see somebody in person. Yeah, maybe I just want it to be okay because I'm fucking scared. So, like, what else am I supposed to do? Yet the idea that they're well aware, that they have been fully informed that there was some fucked up shit. So it's not like there's no context if something happens. Like, yeah, and I don't know. I was like, what else are you expecting to happen? Like, I can't leave the building still. But, like, once you get all the trash taken out and you start, like, if you can get cleaning supplies from, like, Reddit or something, make the place look nice again. You can do stuff. Wash the wigs out. Do the whole song and dance thing. Yeah, if your back doesn't, like, explode. I don't know. Yeah, I had my phone recording in my pocket and then I had the camera going at the same time. So, like, at least, like, it was definitely picking up the banging sounds. I don't know. I just don't want people to act like I'm crazy. Because I'm not. There's nothing wrong with me. I'm not being a bitch. I'm not provoking stuff. I just wanted to live in my room. I really like my room. I don't. I don't know. I'm getting this like weird. Like someone wanted you to be pissed. And you're not pissed. You're just happy you have your room. And like, yeah, I am just happy I have my room. And I guess like a chance for stuff to ever be like even better. I'll probably go to sleep right now. Yeah, I feel like I still want to put something in front of the door again. Just, it makes me feel better. And yeah, I mean, like, you just had a bunch of people look at all the bags of trash, right? And you still kept your apartment, right? So it's like, whatever. It sucks, but you're gonna fix it, so who cares now? I'm like, what did they see when they looked into my room? Lots of jars because I thought I was gonna do glass art. Little owl guy. There's a poster of food. I have a bookcase. And like my alien thing. Because yeah, the one lady, she only really came up this far. It's like, it's sort of fucked up, but it's not like... I have an artsy thing going on, I don't know. I don't feel worthy. I just feel really tired though. Yeah, now I just really like that there's no repeat of like a couple years ago, and whatever, kind of like it's not like I didn't want to take out my trash. It's not like I have. Yeah, I feel like a hoarder, a real hoarder person, like they don't want to take the trash out. They feel like it has like value that they're holding on to. No, I'd love to get rid of my fucking garbage. Thanks. Like, yeah, surprised I haven't gotten like some kind of weird thing just from living with garbage. It's like living in a dumpster for a year. Lucky me. Yeah, maybe something is super wrong with you and like they just don't know what it is yet. I don't. Yeah, I don't know. Is there something I don't realize that just happened that's not good? Like anything that keeps you housed seems like good. Especially when you've said over and over, like, I haven't left the building. There's some sort of like, quarantine situation happening. Like it's not like you just put me in a different apartment building or something. Yeah, maybe I'm fucking dumb, and it's like somebody has led you to believe that you're being watched in your fucking room, and it's like you just let a bunch of adults look you in the face. Yeah, but I mean, I don't know. It's like these are the people watching me. Is that what I'm supposed to think? Because like otherwise they don't know about it, and are just doing their jobs. The idea like they have some kind of weird setup upstairs that looks down on you. Like they would have noticed that. Like either they're in on it or they would have noticed it if they like checked that person's apartment. So it doesn't really. I don't know why my brain is like, I don't believe you that those people are fucking with me like that. Maybe I'm dumb. Anybody could be fucking with you like that. What does it mean about their vibe or something? But I don't know. Yeah, well, the lady next door looks like my grandmother. I've said that like 1,000 times. I like, I liked her at first even because I thought she kind of looked like my gram, and in like a funny way. And then it became like, oh, she might really be related to you. And then, yeah, it's just been like weirder and weirder. They were definitely bang. I know that's like I have a problem because like they were so obviously banging on the wall next door. So obviously, and I kind of let that guy tell me maybe it's coming from upstairs, and that just made no sense even. Yeah, when I first opened the door, I was like, "Do you hear this?" And they said I thought it was you. No, it is not me. I'm not just like in here on the other side of the door going like this. Like that would make me crazy and weird. Yeah, but no, I was just trying to unscrew the thing, making no sound. Ew. That the face mask I have is supposed to have like orange something to it. It's like I got it at the beginning of the pandemic. They're like it's in like a wrapper. I'm glad I still have like a couple of these like emergency ones. Um for exactly this kind of thing. And then they went out of their way to go get face masks, which I thought was kind of nice. Like, they didn't just like blow me off about it. I felt like they cared. Maybe I just really wanted someone to care, like, so bad. Yeah, they said then there's no worry. I shouldn't worry about being evicted at all. There's no concern about being evicted. I can have peace in my room, she said. Yeah, that's like all I wanted to hear. You still think it's funny that the upper management people never messaged you back? Yeah. Like, even these people might be cool, but there's still something fucked up about, like, uppers. That they're the ones, yeah, the CEO. And why. That just seems like the wrong schematic for housing. And if you're gonna ever, like, Bernie Sanders some shit, I don't know, just explaining that maybe shouldn't happen. That anybody owns 1,300 units and you've never met them, and they could kind of pull the trigger and end your fucking existence like that, and you've never met them. Yeah, make you fight for it as if, like, I wasn't doing anything or something. As if the stress alone isn't, like, fucking with me really bad. I mean, like, as if they thought you were just bored or something. Every day feels like I'm just surviving through it. And again, like, yeah, to be acknowledged that I'm being harassed would be nice also. I'm not sure it's too big of a liability issue, or what the fuck is the. Like, police are obviously in on it, or people with siren vehicles. And I mean, if they have sirens on their vehicles and they're not cops, the real cops are supposed to be like, hey, bro. If they're not, then they're kind of like working together. Good cop, bad cop. Yeah, you will let the fake one do shit we don't want to do. You know, like. And we'll just, like, shake hands about it. It feels like a movie that is terrifying. I mean, do these people seem like they're killing a Jew? Really? Come on, dude. That, like, you live in a death camp. And if they would be fully aware of that. Really? I don't know. I guess I would be surprised if, like, you were to be a fly on the wall of a conversation and they would seem like so different, and not just sort of like people even like maybe they do want to keep people housed because it is the right thing to do and that's what they would have wanted to do. They just have to say stuff the right way because there's all these like legal fucking things and it's just about like navigating legal stuff. But the idea that they're like Nazis, I don't know, man. What about the soldier guy? Soldier, I don't know what to call him. There's like this super attractive security dude. But he was wearing like hat with the black flag, which like in a way I kind of like the black and white American flag. But I think it's used as like it's used by different groups to mean different things. Yeah, and he works for a security company that has a really bad reputation. Just like facts. It has a bad reputation. And yeah, and he did like they kind of gaslit me about what was happening right there, and I have a brain problem that like it's like you feed me information and I just take it in the moment. I can't help it. I don't think there's any amount of like I don't know what you're supposed to do, like train yourself to say certain things in the moment. Like, no. It's not gonna work. Like, because I'll say no the first time, and then they just have to ask again and again. And then, like, you're like, sure. Yeah, unless, I mean, if they were like, I'm gonna fuck you, I mean, then I could be like, no. But at least I think so. But just like, can I do this like simple thing that maybe like I'm sort of supposed to do, like to come look in the room or like I mean, it would be kind of nice to know what was going on in their heads. Like, it would be nice to know somebody looked into my space and thought, she's been in this room for a fucking year or 4 years. Like, I mean, it's been 4 years, really. But, like, I haven't left this room for a year solid at all. I haven't left the building for 4 years. And just, I don't know, that I would just feel fucking like acknowledged or something. That, like, this is crazy. Like, I don't know. Yeah, like, no wonder you can't get any exercise. Like, there's no space. I don't know. I would just be nice to feel like somebody realized, like, my life kind of sucks. And I'm not just, like, a loser or some kind of, like, brat or something. I don't know. But at the same time that, like, I don't know. You, like, see art and stuff and you're like, oh, she can do something. She's also not just, like, sitting in here with her thumb up her ass or whatever. Yeah, not like just like some kind of mindless person. There's like color and vividness, and I don't know. I'm reading too much into it. I'm getting tired. I feel like somebody outside keeps saying the word pedophile, and I don't understand why this is like the joke of the century to somebody. I'm not a pedophile. Why is that like your thing to keep saying over and over again? Is everyone else a pedophile? And like they don't want me here because I'm not one? Why do you keep saying that? And yeah, why won't fucking people believe me when I say I'm being harassed? Because I should not hear some psychopath saying anything over and over again outside. No matter what the fuck it is. Yeah, it's like these people were accused of that, and they want someone to come up with like the best response ever so that they can use that response. How about I am not a pedophile? Because you're not one, right? It's not like you need a clever thing to say, because it's just like a simple fact. Why would I need to like come up with some clever thing for you to say? So that you can work your way around it. Like, why is this the joke of the century? What the fuck? Yeah, I mean, if that keeps over and over again, it's like, who do I need to sue for slander? Like, what the fuck do you want me to fucking do? As if somebody's been calling you that or something. It's fucking stupid. Yeah, what, does my sister feel like one and that's why this, because she's a bitch and won't leave me alone? I've said over and over again, like, she abused me, but I don't know that, like, that it wasn't because she was, like, into me. She was just a bitch. It's abuse, but it's not the same thing. Yeah, and what something got really confusing about shit that happened when I was 7. But I was 7. That's not. It's like end of story. I shouldn't have to keep, like, hearing this shit the rest of my life. Yeah, maybe you need to realize, like, Trump does. He's taking over, and everybody that's, like, under his, like, it's something about him being president. Him and even, like, Harvey Weinstein and all these other guys that, like, were fucking with people. The Jeffrey Epstein shit. And I'm just not really registering how much that's like imagine that these really rich guys paid a bunch of people off to torture everybody because they felt really tortured. Is that what the fuck is going on? I don't. It's just gross. Yeah, right. I don't forget somebody showing you that fucking movie, Little Children, and just sort of like casually playing it off. Like, I don't know what the fuck that was about. What now? I guess I'll play the Beatles. My pussy is drugs. No, no needles. Ba, ba, ba. Got me in the fetal. Ba, ba, ba. Got me in a fetal. If I let you get away with the mess that you made. If I let you get away with the mess that you made, you are the worst. I can't, I mean, I don't know, some like deep appreciation or understanding for why I need to repeat myself over and over and over again. When I'm in like the moment with people around me, my brain goes into a different mode. There are so many things I could have said about shit that has gone wrong. I put it in writing. You know, It is different to think in writing too. Like, no shit. Uh, like, maybe that's why you were like into this the whole time, and you just didn't have to explain it. Yeah, something is like more obvious the way my brain turns over when there's people around since I've been alone. Like after being like completely truly isolated, like there's no one here. I noticed it since like back a couple years ago, when I would get deliveries. Just I would go downstairs for them, instead of having to do this like at my door only thing. Um, it's like my brain goes into a different mode. Sometimes my voice gets higher. Yeah, well, not sometimes. I think that happened this time too. Like I can't help it. It's not like an act or something. Like my voice changes pitch. I said sorry like 7 times. Yeah, I turn into some kind of like not complacent. What's the word I want? Compliant robot. Compliant. Everybody's just suddenly like house parents. Yeah, what are you gonna do? Argue back? That's not gonna do you any good. Just like say okay and move on. Like, I can't help it. Yeah, I mean, I've had plenty of I am really tired. Um, like some idea. Well, if you were just a little more like energized and on, like you might have had. If you were like ready to say some shit. Well, yeah, when I read stuff to the judge in court, over the it was like a remote thing. I had like a prepared statement, so I had a bunch of shit to say. I had written it beforehand. Like, yeah, maybe it changes, doesn't it? If you have like your friends around. Haven't been around friends for so fucking long. I feel like you would need to hang out with them for like months before it got back to some different sense of how it was. Well, we used to like have debates, and kids would be like, "Are you guys fighting?" Like, no, we're not fighting. We're debating something. It's different. So there was a little more like energy there. But yeah, I guess with adults, the guy could have been younger than me, even, maybe. Who knows? I did think of him as, like, older than me. The one guy. But I kind of think of everybody as older than me. If Hassan Piker wasn't constantly saying he was 33, would I think I'd think he's older than me. Or at least, like, the same exact age. I mean, he practically is. He just turned 33 in July or something. So, our birthdays are on the other end of the calendar. So, I'm going to be 35 in December, which would make him, he won't be 34 until July. But he's really, which makes it seem like he's 2 years younger than me. But, like, it depends on what part of the year you're looking at. It would have been really cool if his birthday was July 31st. He should almost, like, change it. Because then he could be like Harry Potter, right? And yeah, it's funny. What? That's hilarious. Where's your sense of imagination? And why the fuck are you doing stuff in my room? Yeah, I don't know. I could try to get more hardcore about, like, catching the people fucking with me or something. I guess. I'm really tired. Like, what I'm supposed to... Now I'm gonna spend a month, like, pushing my camera out the fucking window. It's just like, oh my god. Yeah, and then that would be really... I mean, I just saw these people for the first time. If it was literally those people, then you would be like, oh, this is bad. Like... Are you gonna go to sleep? I don't know. Well, I guess there's another thought. Like, if they were really fucking with me in, like, a seriously screwed up way, would they have let me see their face? Would they have really, like, let their, like... I feel like they would have tried to, like... I don't know. I don't think they would have let me seen their face if they were, like, really screwing with me like that. Because then I can, like, identify them. I had no idea what they looked like before. I'm tired. 2:05. Yeah, listen to Hassan Piker talk and fall asleep. I don't know. I want to feel better, so it's like I do feel better. because I want to feel better. Yeah, it's like I had a test and I was scared and it worked out. I just want to feel better. Like, yeah, there's still that shit that feels very on purpose and like scary, but like, you know how much scarier that shit outside is when there's like this threat that they're gonna throw you outside with it? Even if they say like they can't do anything about outside, well, at least it's staying outside and I can stay inside. Like, there's a wall between us. I'm not literally like they can just come kick me in the head or something. Yeah, sure, if people are, there's all sorts of fucked up ideas that like they could still fuck with you if, but like there's supposed to be cameras in the hallways. I'm tired. 2:07 p.m.